Welcome to the Collegiate Cast School Survival Guide.
Or just our school, advice. Or just our
back to school YouTube video.
Yeah. Or
Our
just back to
podcast.
school.
Not Hobby Lobby sign.
Yeah.
Well, today we're going to be covering advice for upcoming freshmen or people that are coming to the school, right? And then just general advice to all the grades and whatnot. And then we're going to have Elise cover a segment on advice for juniors, seniors about college things and blah, blah, blah. Like
End game advice.
Yeah, end game advice. And we're also going to have Kavanaugh's little tips and tricks too. So like freshmen, right? So we're going over freshmen or sophomores that were virtual and don't know what to expect. I think we should preface, I'm a sophomore.
I'm also going into sophomore year.
Amelia.
Amelia.
I'm Trinity. I'm going into junior year.
And I'm Delianne. I'm also going into my junior year. So since freshmen last year, now sophomores didn't really get a normal year, they aren't as familiar with what collegiate would normally look like. And I'm sure I'm speaking for all juniors when I say that we can barely remember what normal school is like. That's why we have Cav and Elise's advice. So, advice. Oh, the mic's
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh. Running a podcast, awful.
Running a podcast virtually is so.
But our next episode, watch out for it because in person
we're gonna be in person.
Yeah, we have the equipment already.
These stuff we're gonna sound great.
I don't have a face cam.
Yeah,
not that anyone wants to see my face.
Either way, you're not gonna see our face.
Yeah, no one's gonna see our face anyway.
For all they know, I could be wearing a hot dog suit.
True.
But anyways,
Okay.
talking about hot dogs, is the
flawless
social
transition
on hot dogs.
Imagine if there was a hot dog club.
Yeah, imagine if there was a hot dog club. Would you join? Because I know
No.
I probably wouldn't, but that's your cup of tea.
But if you were a freshman and you like hot dogs, then you should. Because our advice would be you should join a variety of clubs because and this was advice that Elise gave. Bless her soul, because she couldn't make it to this recording, but she'll have her segment.
You make it sound like she's dead.
Literally.
She is. To us,
With the club thing, there's actually a lot of different clubs if you want to join and, find something you're interested in. You can make a lot of friends that way. And there's actually a lot of different clubs, like sports clubs.
There's also a podcast club, which they're kind of cool.
If we're doing,
they look kind of cool. But genuinely look at all of the clubs. At least be aware that clubs exist and check it out.
Or make your own.
Know people that are in it. Make your own.
It's pretty easy. If you have the people and the approval of a teacher, you could make a club.
Keep in mind, a lot of clubs also use the college campus. You have the college campus at your disposal. Take advantage of that stuff.
That is a good segue into feel free to talk and ask anyone questions, because all you have to do is ask permission, and there's a lot of opportunities for things you can do if you just talk to the right people about it. If you really want to do something for the school, then you just make it.
Yeah, almost always there's no harm in asking,
Yeah, and you can ask any of us. You can ask a teacher. You can build a relationship with a teacher. Can we cut that out?
No!
You want to build a friendship with a teacher. Obviously, understand that they're your teacher and they're not they're not going to be your best friend, but they're definitely there to help you in what they could be. but but they're definitely there to help you, and whether that they help you in your personal life or academically. They want to see you thrive. That's literally their job. Honestly, the best way to build up a relationship with a teacher is just say good morning to them every day. and be like, ask them a question, just something really short and simple. It doesn't have to be like, how was your childhood? It could be like, what's your favorite color? What's your
I mean,
ice
it could
cream?
be that eventually.
Yeah,
I mean,
or
it could be, but
or
Tell me
just
everything about
like
your
how's
personal-
your
like
day?
yeah, or just bug them, just like hang out in their room and just like annoy them, and then bang, you're friends.
A good just another thing to like talk to the teachers if there's just like you could TA for a subject that you know that you can help other people in.
And regardless, like just being helpful is a good thing to do, because when you're helpful, people are gonna want to help you back. Just if you put yourself out there, like if someone asks you like, hey, where is this? Even if you don't know, if you like try to get someone that knows or like try to do something for them, then if you ever need something, then automatically you have someone that it's like you know you have those relationships built.
The golden rule that we've been learning since kindergarten: treat others how you want to be treated, because that's how they will treat you.
Yeah,
They're
and
gonna
all of
radiate.
this, all of this is very general, is what we're talking about right now. We'll get back to like stuff for freshmen in a bit, but like, yeah,
I feel
continue
like
right now.
freshmen will do like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people in my class try to be like more closed off to themselves, which is fine, but you really want to talk to people. So I think this is really good for freshmen anyways, because they're like so nervous. They're meeting new people and it's so easy to get closed off.
I feel like for Trinity and I, we were definitely a lot more social just because I feel like our grade is just kind of very, very loud. So
That is
it
true.
was
I
a
agree
lot
with that.
easier for us.
But yeah, our grade was very loud, or is very loud. I don't even know anymore. But it makes the events so fun. Like our events, guys, you need to go to the events. When we have a homecoming, fall festival, spring dance, but like
I went to that
all
too,
of
so
that
was
stuff.
Also really fun.
Yeah, like all of our events are super, super good. It's so fun.
I met a lot of upperclassmen at
Like,
Mount actually.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah.
were
That's
a
the
lot of
point.
upperclassmen that like went to my middle school that I recognized, that I talked to. That was actually a really good experience.
Speaking of upperclassmen, don't be scared to talk to people that are older than you. Really, the difference between like a sophomore and like a junior, they're not that much older than you anyways. So
Yeah, and
just
also
talk.
Hate on
we
you,
don't care.
Nobody cares about your age, and don't let it intimidate you, right?
Yeah, we just want friends.
Don't let it.
We all just want friends in the end, at the end of the day.
A lot of people that don't go to events, they're just like, oh, I don't know, like none of my close friends are going, and like I'm not gonna enjoy
Make
myself.
new
It's gonna
ones.
be really awkward. It's like, yeah, make new ones, and like you don't have to tell them your life story. You could just have fun and like talk about school stuff. To have fun.
And like most of these, like maybe not homecoming or the spring dance. Like dances are different. Like dances you can, I don't know, dance at, but like but fall festival, like winter, what's it called, winter festival, like they every room has an event. They put like haunted houses, like you can make cookies, but like they actually make it good. They pie the teachers. There's like karaoke. They make it so fun. And it's genuinely so fun. Every club puts their best effort forward. You will have a blast. Yes, it costs a little bit of money, but it goes back to the clubs. It will go back to your club because you'll join a club because you followed our advice.
Because we're super cool like that, and you want to listen to us.
So just don't be the loser that misses out on all of the dumb stuff that teachers do during events.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, teachers are crazy.
Mystery teacher.
Splits.
I was gonna say. I don't know if I should spoil it for them, but like.
Over the school years, you will understand that teachers have different test taking things. Like some teachers' questions will be super weird and like a star test. So like you can kind of customize it on your own and edit how your teacher would.
Also, a lot of teachers like make you take notes, and if you write them or type them, it definitely does help. So that's what I would also recommend.
Yeah, please like take notes, because if you don't, you're gonna fail. You like, they don't have to be nice, they don't have to be like perfect. Just take notes, and just like you talking to yourself so that you remember what the professor said.
For taking notes, I would say get like 3 basic color pens. You really don't need any markers, crayons, and stuff like that. Either the teacher will have it available, or you really just don't need it.
Yeah, and you really want, like, I suggest a 5 subject notebook, because I'm that kind of person.
materials you're using isn't that big of a deal as long as they're durable and they won't just disintegrate by the second month of school, because there's so many kids that their backpacks are total messes. One, because they don't organize, but two, because all of their like school materials are falling apart. And if you need like a notebook or a folder, ask someone, because like a teacher, they will probably give it to you.
I mean, one thing that you probably couldn't get would be like a planner. So segue into planners because Trinity loves talking about.
Can I say my favorite planner?
Yes.
I love the 5-star little hands planners because they're so like small enough for you to grab and go, put it in your lunchbox if you need to, and like it like has just enough room for all your classes for you to write what you need and don't need, or like what you need to get done and all that.
Okay.
I have a comment on that. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I actually hate planners. I just get a small book. Like it doesn't really matter as long as it's like the right size, because I like it being like about the size of my hand. I could just like grab it. I could put it in my back pocket if I need it. Whether you want to carry it around or not, just as long as you have something where you can write everything down. You could do it on your phone. Honestly, I highly suggest that you write it out, just because it's easier for remembering for, I feel, most people. Not everyone, but for most people, just writing it, the act of writing it out.
Any to-do list. You need a planner or a to-do list or a notebook.
Sticky note on your computer.
Write stuff.
Yeah.
I have so many friends that are like, oh, my to-do list is on my phone, and it's just like 3 little reminders on their home screen that say, do homework, wake up, charge the laptop. Like,
Oh my
gosh. Really gonna help you. Yeah, guys, like personalize your school supplies, because honestly, I really didn't think that mattered at all. But as I started getting into like harder classes, like it's so nice just like looking at my stuff and having it be like perfectly how I need it. Like even if it's something as stupid as like having your notebook be your favorite color, because all of my notebooks are my favorite color. Putting stickers on everywhere, like every single thing I own, and that's fine because that's just what helps me.
Anything to make you happier when you're studying, and obviously that's not really a happy thing to do.
That's just kind of like, I mean, people say this all the time, like your work environment has to be nice for you to be able to work at your fullest potential. So you should take time out of your day just to like organize your papers. I keep a lot of my like math journals and stuff, which is another thing that I think that you should do, because especially right now, like a lot of the math that you're going to be learning is going to be like 99% relearning.
Don't throw away stuff that you think you're like, oh, I'll never use this, but you will use it. You will definitely use it eventually.
Don't be a hoarder, but kind
because
of. Like
you build off like when you
hoarder.
get into college classes, you're building off all of that stuff that you learned in high school. So like it's important to like keep that stuff, especially if it's something you struggled in, because like it can get rough.
It's just
don't
very
panic
important.
if you've burned all of your journals, but if you haven't, that's helpful. Like Google is there for a reason,
it just
but if
give
you
you
have
a little
your own
boost.
notes that you just can have at the ready, that's great.
It's just that little extra help, you know?
So like to recap, so you want a to-do list, you want to have, we should also say chargers too, because
bring your charger. My god.
Charge everything and then bring a charger. If you can afford it and have it, bring a spare charger for your phone.
If for some reason you don't, there is a charging thing at the cafeteria, so it's not too big of a deal.
But those be kind of dooky though.
They are kind of
better than nothing.
Yeah, I agree with that. So like you don't have to bring your charger. You should if it's helpful to you, but like there's definitely stuff available at our school if you need any supplies. But planner or to-do list, any type of thing like that, some pens and pencils, you don't need anything else.
Personally, I never go bougie on the mechanical pencils because I always lose them.
I actually can't relate to that because I usually have like 2 really fancy ones that if anyone touches, I'm chopping their fingers off.
Personally, I don't like lose stuff very. Okay, I'm not trying to be like Reina. You're so bad for losing
so
stuff.
Unorganized.
But I've honestly had the same 2 mechanical pencils for like 3 years. So if you want to splurge a little bit on one of those good pencils, and you
trust yourself,
you keep good track
and
of it, like it will last you.
Just know yourself. Buy according to yourself. I lose pencils, so I get like a big pack. of
apparently
like,
Trinity and I
ones.
are untrustworthy with pencils. But if you trust Amelia, you can trust Amelia and Deli with your pencils.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
The best advice for everyone, no matter if you're a pencil loser or not, just don't be that one person that just gives all of their school supplies away and then comes back home with nothing.
Amazing advice.
Yeah, well, I think that's about it for like school supplies. Like, I just want to say real quick that like use the college resources. There's supplemental instruction, which is SI. There's also like there's the writing center, a bunch of other stuff, which I forget all the names of it, but use it. It's good. I've used SI. I'm going to use the writing center and all of that stuff if I ever have any of those classes again. But like, it's very important. If you need it, you need it, and it's so helpful. SI helped me pass college algebra, and I got an amazing grade in that class completely because of supplemental instruction. I had a crap professor. It helps loads. And use tutoring for your high school classes.
Wow.
Like, honestly, like it helps so much. So like, don't be afraid coming in as a freshman. Use it. It is not an embarrassment. Like, it doesn't make you a bad student to use. It makes you a good student to use tutoring and supplemental instruction and all of that. So do it, okay? This is a threat.
I've never used SI, but I was a geometry tutor last year, and even though I was a tutor, I sometimes got tutored as well, and it's just like whoever shows up, we just talk about your work. Like, nobody's gonna be breathing down your neck, except for maybe your teacher if you're extra bad, but like...
extra bad.
Baddie.
It's pretty chill. Don't even worry about it. Like, you're probably gonna get stuck with someone you know, so it's not like... And even if you don't, just don't be afraid.
Yeah, even if you
like,
don't
they're there
know
to be
them.
nice and help.
But I'm going to round out the freshman advice with Cav's advice. He gave me a hefty paragraph, so I'm going to speed like skim
Or you
slash
can
read.
paraphrase it too.
Yeah, I'm going to paraphrase because like this is the longest paragraph. But like not paragraph, but like section. Basically, he's just saying that you've been given an incredible opportunity and that college is getting super expensive, which it definitely is. And you are being given 2 years of college completely free of charge, like the 2 years of the associate degree, and you can't waste this opportunity. In order to be successful at Collegiate Academy, you need to think of these 3 A's: attendance, awareness, and academics. Attendance is the most important thing you have. There are so many things outside of your control on any given day, but you can control whether or not you're at school, so do it. Awareness is especially hard for some people, even adults. Treat every college class like they're giving you $3,000 at the end if you pass.
Basically true.
Yeah, basically. Then you won't be missing deadlines or not studying for tests. Finally, the last day is academics. We've had students be successful at CA that have never passed a STAR test. Academics are important, but as long as you can do the attendance and awareness piece, you can absolutely be successful here. All of you guys can be successful. Even if you have a bad freshman year, you can pull yourself up by the bootstraps. And that's something we want to talk about in general. Like, so moving straight on to general, who wants to talk about this one first?
Oh, I can talk about burnout.
Yeah,
we can all talk about burnout.
We can all talk about it.
We've all got a story there.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely had a good cycle of burnout during my freshman year, mostly because it was online. So, I mean, you got to be prepared for online school because it could happen again. But take care of your mental health.
Hopefully it doesn't.
Burnout is natural and you will experience it, but it's okay to not feel motivated and not always get good grades.
Mental health is extremely important, especially at this school, just because you have normal high school and you're also being treated like a college student, so you have to deal with like, I'm a high school student now and also I'm a college student now, and like, don't be afraid to talk to Kavanaugh if you have to, because like I've talked to Kavanaugh a lot. Like, you could just email him and like, hey, I'm not feeling so great, can we just talk about it? And he'll be like, yeah, and then you guys can like actually talk about it. Like, don't be afraid to talk to people, and if you're making friends with teachers or if you're close with a teacher, don't be afraid to talk to them as well. Just like find people that can help you in school to like just make your day a little bit better, because mental health is like a super huge thing in success. Like if you're in a good, you need to be good mentally to be able to like work to your fullest potential.
Right. I would make sure not to focus on being perfect your freshman year. Don't worry about like if you're aiming for a 90 or 95 and you get a 90, that's okay. Or even if you get like at the beginning of the year you're getting like 60s or 70s, but by the like you work really hard and by the end of the year you're getting like 80s, that's great, because who else can say that they improved 20 points over the span of a couple months? Like a person that got an A the first time can't say that. So don't stress yourself to death, because
also work hard though.
Yeah, but also definitely work hard. You definitely need a little bit of stress because it keeps you a little motivated, but don't like give yourself so much stress that it can literally make you sick and like affect you physically.
Yeah.
There's a difference between preventing burnout and just being too easy on yourself. You're getting free college, so you better use it. Like you better take advantage of that, because not everyone gets this opportunity. Like this is a rare opportunity.
It's only us get this exact opportunity. Like just don't compare other people's success. Just this is remarkable for you, okay?
This is a good segue into finding yourself, because just find what makes you happy and find your own success, not just like success in numbers and grades, because that could only take you so far.
High school is about like figuring out what you want to do with your life and all, but you don't have to figure everything out. And you don't have to figure everything out all at once. And you don't have to stress about becoming who you're going to be for the rest of your life right now. Okay.
That's like the big thing, because teachers, I know in my middle school, they pressured you and were like, you have to like know what you want to be by junior year, or else, it could all like blah, blah, blah. Like, you have to know whatever college you want to go to, but everybody's still trying to figure that out right now.
Yeah. You can get a lot of help with that in Pathways.
Oh, yeah.
With your career.
A great way to do that is you have all these opportunities. You can take different college classes, including core classes. You can take like STEM classes if you want to go into a STEM field. You can take advantage of that. Just talk to Cav about what you want to do. Really talk to Cav. Bug him. Never leave his office. Just like make him cry when he sees you. Just,
like, oh, not this person again.
If you see an interesting class, just write it down. Like that's what I like. Riley has been bugging me half to death because she saw that there's a tap dancing class at TCC in her brain that I'm gonna take a tap dancing class with her.
You better be taking that tap.
No, but we're settling. The compromise is that we're gonna take ballroom dancing instead together.
Oh, okay,
but like you can take that kind of stuff as long as you like this is the motivation. Stay on track. Get your high school done. Get towards graduating. And you can take as many electives as your little heart desires, as long as Cav is all right with it. And like you can experiment, and he knows you can handle it. And you can take like I'm taking a business fundamentals class just for the heck of it to see if I want to do a career in that, because I don't know what I want to do, like just to see if that's something that interests me. You can do that kind of stuff. Experiment. It's important to do that kind of stuff.
Even if you can sure that you like love a certain field and like you really want to do stuff in that field, like still try other stuff.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, definitely. Try things right now while you can, and it won't cost you.
It's important to both make sure that you actually like the thing you're about to invest a lot of time and money into, and also to explore other possibilities.
Yeah. Because I know there's stuff that I would be like, I don't know if I like that. And then I end up loving it. You know what I mean? You're just like, you just have to try it.
Just like go crazy with don't go crazy.
Well.
I was about to say something about that. Like, you could try a lot of electives, but stick with it because you only have so many drops and you don't want to waste them on something stupid.
I mean, yeah, you can only do so many. Like, you don't want to take something that you're going to fail. Like, keep in mind, there is definitely a limit. But, like, it's realistic. This is why we're saying, like, talk to Kavanaugh about it so that you can, like, be ready about it by next semester and have, like, a realistic idea of it. But, just keep all of that in mind and, talk to him about it, and then you'll actually know what you're doing.
Right.
Also, don't you have to save your electives for senior year so you can get like good grades in them?
Yeah, I would suggest that you save electives in the class that you want to do until like junior,
so
senior year.
A good GPA.
Exactly, and then you can get all this stuff out the way.
We're talking about classes, so now we got to talk about the professors who.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I found like good ratings for professors on myprofessor.com or ratemyprofessor.com. Yeah, that just tells you from other people's experience how that professor was, and you should look at that before you sign up for a class.
Okay, use Rate My Professor, use My Professor, but also you can talk to our teachers. Our teachers know the professors because these are people that have seen so many students go through these professors. They know which professors are good, which professors have failed a lot of collegiate students, which professors we've had to drop. Talk to other students, talk to seniors and juniors. If you are worried about a professor, if it has a low rating, but like it seems like it might work for you, talk to someone, okay? Because chances are maybe it'll work out.
I know some professors like would give you their phone number. That's really helpful. You can also email them a lot. Or even call them. One of my professors used to let me call her and text her. That was very helpful. But you gotta communicate with your professor, whether that's in person or probably in our case online. Make sure you communicate with them.
Yeah,
also,
definitely.
Don't be afraid if like a grade seems a little iffy. Definitely let them know because they're not perfect. They're professors, but they're not perfect. And same with your teachers. Just let them know of your concerns. Yeah, just be like,
so many professors put in the wrong grades. Like, yeah, don't be afraid to ask, like, are you sure?
Bring a sack lunch or a lunchbox or whatever, because
also if you're gonna get sick of eating Subway, bring your lunch.
There's a Subway on our campus.
Yeah,
I've seen that before.
And it'll be open. You guys have never had the Subway.
Oh my gosh, what a big experience.
So does Kavanaugh have any advice on Subway or general?
Okay,
Subway,
yes. He added the
Subway.
he wrote, so he had the freshman paragraph and then the Subway paragraph. Let's see. He said, "This one is a lot shorter, but it's something my dad taught me at a very young age, and it stuck. Life is all about decisions. The more good decisions you make, the better your life is going to be. The more bad decisions you make, the worse your life is going to be. Even if you feel like you're behind, just work on making one more good decision today than you made yesterday, and you'll slowly see everything start to turn around."
That's very deep.
Yeah, I like it because it's like, I don't know, small things. And like sometimes coming home from work, you feel really bad. And then you just throw your gum wrapper and then you see it hit the carpet and you're like, oh. And then you have to make the decision, do I walk over and put it in the trash can or do I leave it? And it's like
this
that kind of thing. Like it is very specific, but it's like those kind of things where it's like it makes your day better or worse. So it's like those kind of like things where it's like that like define what kind of person you are. And I want to be the kind of person that puts it in the trash can. You know?
Or like giving somebody a compliment. Like giving somebody compliments will not only make you feel better, it will also make the person who's receiving the compliment. So that's like a good decision that can make your day better and somebody else's day. An example of like a bad decision would be like not doing your homework or waiting last minute. You gotta build up those good decisions and try not to have those like bad procrastination moments. So next is this is Elise's part next.
Yeah, this is where Elise comes in. So I hope you guys enjoy the Elise segment. So take it away, Elise.
Hello, my name is Elise. I'm currently a senior. I would say, first of all, in the PSAT, it's not incredibly important. It is important, I would say, to an extent, because it gives you perspective on how well you do on the SAT, how well you would do on the SAT, but don't make it your life because that PSAT lasts for about 4 hours, and that's it. Like your day is finished. All that prepping is done in 4 hours. So I would say don't take too much stress about it because in the end, it's a PSAT. It doesn't really count unless you're taking it on your junior year. But even then, at that point, it's not that important because there are so many other places you could get scholarships by doing stuff you genuinely enjoy or writing essays about things you genuinely enjoy. And so the PSAT is just another way to get money, but it's not the only way. So on the SAT, it's 4 sections. 2 are math, 1 is reading, and 1 is English. ACT, 4 sections, math, reading, English, and science. I would say the biggest difference between one over the other is honestly just the sections. And I would say try both out because you don't know which one you're going to be better at. Like I took the SAT 2 times, I think once in school and then once on my own. And I didn't do too well. I don't do well in math, so that was just not it for me. When I took the ACT, however, I got a really good first time score. And I found it way, way easier because there was less focus on the math section and I was able to evenly distribute my beautiful education on the other sections. So I would say try them out, especially starting your junior year. I would say as early as maybe November or December, like start taking the SAT and ACT and just see which one you like better. And then starting in January or February, start taking like one or the other just to see where you're at and then study for it because those are the tests that like they'll help you get into college. It's also a good indicator of where your strengths are at and where your weaknesses can be improved upon. That actually factors perfectly into what Cav has been saying. He said for juniors and seniors, especially for juniors, I'd say start thinking of college right now. You're selling the idea of yourself to whatever university, college, military, or workforce you're applying to, and you need to think of what those entities are most likely you want to start, and you want to start making decisions that'll help you get there. So the example he gave was if you want to go to Texas A&M, try and find an Aggie that you know that can write you a letter of recommendation for you. If you want to go to culinary school, start trying to cook at home and find jobs or internships that can help you set yourself apart when you're applying. Don't wait until applications open to start trying to be the person you want to be to get into that school. So start thinking of it right now. Pretty much college is a business and you are marketing yourself to this business and saying this is why you should have me. This is why I'd be good for you.
That was it for our episode. I hope you guys learned a lot. We also have theme days on the first days of school and during the week. First day is Hawaiian Day. Second day, what was the second day?
I don't know,
Glow in
man.
the dark and neon.
Glow in the dark and neon.
Ooh, that's fun.
And then last day was college day, so you can wear like a college shirt or something like that. We hope that our advice was a little bit helpful as a back to school episode.
Our promotion for this episode is not a student at this time, but actually Mr. Dye. So he has a YouTube channel, Mark Dye, and there he shows us all of his traditional, realistic maze-like art, which I find really, really cool. And he also has his Instagram, which is Mark Dye Art. So make sure to go follow him and see what he's up to and check out all the amazing work that he does. Did y'all see he gave out Christmas cards to everybody with his artwork on it?
No, I wasn't there, but in class.
I was gonna say he gave out a bunch of like the cards that he created for Christmas. They looked so cool.
He shows us what's it called, the time lapse of him doing it in class whenever he did do it, and it was literally was like I was like, what this is so cool.
But yeah, man, it's cool. Like
It is cool.
It's cool.
Have a good day. Make sure to subscribe. Follow the Spotify, and if you did none of those and you're listening without being subscribed, just know that you smell a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. You can just, follow. It's fine.
But just know that you do.
Hope you enjoyed.
Bye.